Elisha and the siege of Samaria. One day, Ben-Hadad, the king of Aram, gathered his entire army together. His army marched up and surrounded the Israelite city of Samaria, and then they attacked it. There wasn't enough food anywhere in the city. It was surrounded for so long that suddenly even cheap food was very expensive, as no food could be brought into the city. The people became so desperate that they even ate donkeys' heads, which was against God's law. One day the king of Israel was walking on top of the city wall. A woman cried out to him for help. She was starving hungry. Her family and friends had nothing to eat and no way of buying food. When the king heard the woman's problems, he tore his royal robes. As he walked along the wall, the people looked up at him. They saw that under his robes he was wearing the rough clothing that people wear when they're sad. Then he began to show anger towards Elisha. This was probably because this powerful prophet had apparently done nothing to warn Israel of the attack, to defeat the enemy, or to miraculously provide food for the people, all of which he'd done previously. Elisha was sitting in his house with the elders. The king of Israel went to see Elisha, and he sent a messenger on ahead of him. Before the messenger arrived, Elisha spoke to the elders. He predicted that the king was sending a messenger to kill him. He asked the elders to close the door when the messenger comes and hold it shut against him. Elisha was still talking to the elders when the messenger came down to him. The king also arrived. He blamed the Lord for the trouble and asked why he should wait for God's rescue. Elisha replied with a message from the Lord. He told the king that at the same time tomorrow the food would no longer cost too much, and the starving people would be able to pay reasonable prices for the food that they need at the gate of Samaria. One of the king's officers mocked Elisha as he thought what he was claiming was impossible. He had given up hope of God rescuing them from this trouble. Elisha then promised that the officer would see the rescue but wouldn't be able to share in it.